pretty sure that was the right hand that Saunders finished the round on.
And it was high on the temple. If it had been on the chin, it could have done a lot more damage. But, oh, look, Purpura starting to unload here. Whoa.
Come on, break! Come back, come back.
An interesting transition period this fourth round, because the first two rounds were painstakingly slow, one may say. The third round, the tempo lifted, so too the volume on the punches, but there was nothing brutal. However, these two are both big punching boys.
Oh, they're letting them go now. They're both whacking hard here. Both boys, oh, cracking right hand from Saunders. And
again over that left shoulder of Walter Purpura, who strikes back with a couple of shots himself. Both of them found clean air as Saunders scores on the break.
Reiko Saunders showing what he's got here, and he has got a dangerous arsenal there. Slashing hard punches.
I would put money on Saunders stopping Purpura. Just the way he's landing those quality shots, he's really showing a bit of poise now and taking his time to be able to unload and land those power shots.
I think they would have probably suspended betting midway through the second round. Maybe due to lack of interest, but business has certainly picked up. Speaking of up, that's where Reiko Saunders looks to go with a right and left hand uppercut to the face of Walter Purpura. A nice straight left from the American, the Pennsylvania native.
Cracking right to the body from Purpura. Another right hand over the head.
And a small cut over the left eye of Walter Purpura. Let's hope that doesn't become an issue, as Saunders scores with three nice punches, the best being the right hand on the break.
Best round by far.
Saunders consistently landing that right hand, just popping it straight over the top, as Purpura does that peekaboo, almost peekaboo style, where he's got his left hand down around his waist and the right hand covering over the top. And Saunders just capitalising on that guard.
Yep. Oh, comes back with a good right hand, left, right himself there. Both boys have taken some very solid shots this round.
Come on, punch away, come on.
John Couchy has been relatively quiet for the majority of this one. Two boys have sorted out their own issues. We just saw them punching out of the clinch there, and it was again Saunders with the advantage as they broke.
Yeah, no, it's a good, clean fight, and referee John Couchy doing the right thing, letting the guys do their thing. He's not needed to get in there between these guys because they're fighting a very clean bout.
Pushing forward here is Saunders.
Oh, tried the big left hook there.
Okay. For the punters at home watching this, there is a lot happening in this fight constructively. If you're watching as far as learning boxing is concerned, there's a lot to learn from watching this fight.
There you go. Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? And quit trying to admire your work. When you throw a punch, it's so forgot.
Back up and turn them on you, too, man.
Hey, man, you already know how to fight. You already know how to fight. All you got to go bite him. Go shake him, as you so say. Every time you get close, you don't let him off without hitting him to the body. You got to catch up. You give him 3 rounds.
Hey, let's work. You said that last round. Pick it up this round. Let's move.
Come on, man, pick it up.
Super slow-mo. That'll knock the dreadlocks off your head in a real hurry. Oh, the punch to the shoulder now. It's not a knockout punch. It's not a traditional scoring punch, but you saw graphically the whole body shudder.
Looks incredible in slow motion to see the way the muscles contort and the power behind those shots. Oh, big right hand from Walter Purpura. Oh, left hook. Saunders firing back. He's been told by his corner, Reiko Saunders, to lift it up this round.
It's not even, Paul, as though this is a punching contest. This is almost a counter-punching contest. I'll allow you to hit me first, but then look out, because that's when I'm coming at you with bad intentions.
And there's another right hand by Saunders. And Barry, something I just want to make mention of, and something that the punters at home really want to think about with going into this fight with Danny Green for Roy Jones Jr. Roy Jones Sr. and Coach Murkison is you know, really the trainer that's been there for the majority of his professional career. I just sense, correct me if I'm wrong, Barry, a real lack of continuity there between the two of them. Like there's a lack of cohesion, click. Like there's just Roy Jones Sr. trying to take control and rattling on, and Coach Murchison trying to do his thing as well. I don't know, they just don't seem to be working as a united front.
I'll go one step further and would suggest that if Roy Jones Jr., who tonight is looking for his 9th world title in his 5th division, if he's the main event here tonight in his first professional bout outside the United States of America, I think you'd want your 2 principal trainers by your side for the entire night.
Oh, without doubt.
Not out here ringside.
No, that's a good point.
Looking after the sparring partners.
Yeah, no, it's a big occasion for Roy. You know, he's been in the big occasions many, many times, but I understand where you're coming from. But, look, I don't think a lot's going to faze Roy at this stage, to be honest.
I just wonder how much of an effect that's going to have on Roy, having both his old man in the corner and Coach Murchison as well. And you can see quite easily that there's no click there between the two of them.
Well, they seem to have, you know, spurred Reiko Saunders onto some good, you know, to some extra action this round. He certainly lifted the tempo, and I think Walter Purpura certainly hurt a little bit there, felt the power. Those body punches, vicious body punches from Saunders.
Going over the top of that left shoulder again, Reiko Saunders is racking up the points here. We saw those body shots from Saunders early, and Paul analysed the fact that Saunders was trying to get the hands down of Walter Purpura, but did so perhaps prematurely. Now you can see the reward for those body shots as fatigue sets in. The hands drop more and faster.
You can see Walter Purpura now. His hands aren't covering his chin at all, and what Saunders do? Go straight over the top with right hands.
Yeah, the fast right hand's been a winner for Reiko Saunders all night here. Good round.
Back to the stools we go. Not long to go as we head into the blue corner with Walter Purpura.
Hold it there really slowly. You okay, man? I'm okay.
Some of the highlights from round number 5, and it was Walter Purpura early.
He started the round very fast and throwing bombs, but Reiko Saunders certainly came back in a big way.
Straight through with that right hand, and you could feel Reiko Saunders' pain on that very occasion.
Straight around the peekaboo stance when he had his hands held right up high.
And here goes Walter Purpura. The counter-punching, as has been the case for the best part of the last 5 rounds, Reiko Saunders. His nickname is War. It's almost as though you've got to drag him into a war to get a punch out of him.
But we are getting some more now. These boys, they mean business. The last few rounds, they've been letting them go. Reiko Saunders tries the big right-hand bomb there. Purpura came out like a rocket, but he seems to have slowed up all of a sudden, Andy.
Yeah, has he hit the barrier? Has he hit the wall?
It seems to have been the case throughout the whole fight. Purpura will just start unloading and then go back and do a shell.
Nice sneaky body shot there from War Saunders.
I think the body shots are hurting Walter Purpura. I think he takes the head shots, you know, very well, as he did there, took a big right hand. But I think those body shots are hurting him.
Definitely.
Last fight was in July of this year for the 34-year-old Walter Purpura. That was the unanimous 12-round points loss to Timmy Bell.
Reiko Saunders well on top here in this round now. Gaining confidence with every round, Reiko Saunders. Look at that chopping straight right hand.
I say with respect, but Reiko Saunders has got a very good punching kit.
Yep.
He's got a lot of angles and a lot of different punches. I'm just not quite sure if he's mastered any of them.
He's a work in progress, and I'll tell you what, this round by far the most impressive round that he's shown us.
It's a typical American fighter, you know, has a nice kit of punches, a nice array of movement. Not necessarily, like you said, a perfectionist of any of them, but still, you know, puts everything together nicely.
He does.
It's almost my turn, your turn, my turn, your turn, which really fighting's all about, you know, you having your go and not letting your man have his.
Good shots from Purpura there.
They were nice shots from Purpura, and they were heavy-handed shots. They're not necessarily quick, so they don't look spectacular, but they're what we term in the business heavy-handed, and they hurt Barry.
He's definitely handy. Purpura's one of those guys. He's a tough snag for anybody to fight. Got a great chin, you know, pretty powerful, physically strong, and got pretty good power in both hands.
You look at the left hand of Walter Purpura here, it's almost tied onto his waistband, and it makes it very difficult to throw an accurate jab or to really use your left hand with any great intent, but it also defensively opens up a weakness, and that is exactly what Saunders tried to exploit.
And Purpura just holding when he gets on the inside. Instead of letting his hands go where he can actually use them, they can be a benefit, he just holds on.
6 rounds down, 1 round remains here at cruiserweight. Just the 7-rounder, 21 minutes of official work as we go into the red corner with Coach Murkison and Roy Jones Sr.
Last round coming up, okay? Come here, son. You giving it up. You giving up. Last 2 rounds was better, but you got to throw some fire on this guy.
It'll be some difference if this boy, if this boy can whoop you, it'll be some difference. This boy cannot beat you in no kind of way, shape, form, not fashion. You kicking your own ass, I'm telling you. Because you won't go, man. You won't go. Leave his head alone and put in some serious body work. You to stop this boy a long time ago. Now, this is the last round, Rico. This ain't no time for no jabbing. It ain't no time for no jabbing. You gotta get this boy out here if you plan on winning.
Seconds down. Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 7th and final round.
And shake hands, boys. Let's go. Okay.
Bit of bromance, centre ring, a little bit of a touch 'em up, and then a cuddle. It didn't happen back when Barry Michael was centering, I can assure you of that. Would have been a little elbow in the mush.
Never.
I think Roy Jones Sr. is the last man I would ever want in my corner. He just...
It's relentless, isn't it?
It's almost irritating for me, personally. He just jumps up on the side of the ring and rants.
It was very negative feedback there. I mean, Reiko Saunders, I think he's done a pretty good job. I think he's ahead on points, and but Roy's basically saying you're kicking your own butt out there. You know, get out and finish him.
3 ringside judges who look as though they have a little bit of work to do. Gary Dean, Brian McMahon, and Mr. Charlie Lucas. After our first fight ended in the 2nd round with a technical draw, a head cut, and a nasty cut over that left eye of Sadat Taski. And with 9 fights now and 3 of them finish in technical draws, there's got to be a question mark over young Sadat and his ability to see out rounds. There's certainly no question mark about his ability or his talent or his toughness. When you start getting cut so bad, so early in your career, and so often, it doesn't lend itself to a long career as a professional.
Well, he might need surgery over that eye. That was really bad, that cut.
Shocking cut.
Good right hand there from Walter Purpura.
Baz, I just wonder how good a sparring Reiko Saunders would really be for Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah, look, I think he'd throw, and I think he'd give Roy relatively good work. But
he's relatively similar in dimension to Danny Green.
Height-wise and...
Height-wise, width-wise, a couple of kilos less, obviously. I don't see any similarity in how they box or what they box with. Well, Purpura's simple 1-2 combination got the attention of Reiko Saunders as we are inside the final minute here in the 7th and final round.
I think Walter Purpura is probably winning this round.
I think so.
Saunders overextending there with the right hand, wasn't able to catch his opponent as he would have liked. Those first 2 rounds that were at best pitter-patter could very well come back to haunt one of these 2 men on their resumes.
Oh, big right hand by Reiko Saunders, probably the best shot of the fight.
And Purpura He is struggling there, and he eats another right hand.
Yeah, this is just going to cost him the round. A big finish here from Reiko Saunders. Got Purpura in a bit of trouble. Aiming up, bombing with that right hand. And again.
Certainly is. Reiko Saunders and Walter Purpura are going to finish this one in a very different manner to how the contest started. 2 rounds of warm-up, and it was almost contender-like. Paul Briggs, our contender trainer in commentary, but it was almost a 5-round explosion.
It was. They started so slow, almost at a snail's pace, but definitely warmed to the task.
How do you see it, Paul?
I think it's Saunders all the way. Purpura definitely had his moments, but Saunders was just more consistently active, you know, with the shots that he was throwing and the quality shots, and you know, working Purpura's body, and I think the body work took its toll.
I think so too. No, it was quite good in the end.
There is Reiko Saunders and Coach Murkison. Also the man in the tuxedo behind is John Wirtz, CEO of Square Ring Promotions. Co-promoters along with Green Machine Promotions tonight. Done up in the Penguin suit. I think it's just him and Matty Campbell in the black and whites tonight. Matty wins that contest, of course, hands down. Let's have a look at some of the highlights from what we've just seen. Reiko Saunders and Walter Purpura.
That left took the body hurt, and they're crashing right hand.
How good is this? Watch out for the right hand, Walter.
Oh,
too late.
Big right hand, that one. That pushed his head way back. That was probably the best shot of the fight.
The toughest individual pursuit in world sport, and you are going to see it over the course of the night, illustrated with that slow-mo camera. Let's go centre ring. Matt Campbell has the official announcement.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the first time tonight. We go to the judges' scorecards. 7-round bout has been scored as follows. Judge Gary Dean has scored the bout 69-64. Judge Charlie Lucas has scored the bout 69-64. Judge Brian McMahon has scored the bout 69-65. Your winner tonight, by a unanimous points decision, from the red corner, Reiko Saunders.
Reiko Saunders, winner by unanimous decision here ahead of Walter Purpura. 69-64 on 2 judges' scorecards, a 69-65. So 1-0 to Uncle Sam so far this evening. Plenty more coming your way right here at Acer Arena.